Love to edit that. Greetings! Nope. Greetings, body jugglers. This is Satek Ananda here in the Body Juggling Zendo in Dallas, Texas, with Melissa doing her 6th session in 7 days. She started training this Monday, and today is Sunday, and she had 1 day off yesterday. And tell me what that felt like.
Days off are bad ideas. Bad ideas.
And why is that?
Because today I'm tired and my muscles hurt and they're like, no, screw this.
Wow. And that's a trip because you haven't said that since we started. You haven't come in and been like, oh, my muscles hurt, or I'm tired, or like what?
Not even a little.
You had one morning where you had trouble getting up. I think that was Tuesday or Wednesday. But it wasn't like a muscle thing. It was more like an energy, like mental thing.
It was just, yeah.
Gotcha.
I was just wore out.
Got you. Awesome. So we're gonna get you back to working. And the thing for me, guys, is that it's always about momentum. You know, it's like one of the 3 laws of motion or whatever. Like an object in motion tends to stay in motion, and an object that's still tends to stay still. Right. So it's about inertia. And once we get something moving, I think we talked about that. Once you get the ball rolling, it's much easier to keep it rolling. And so that's, you know, that's why I say, like, if in order to master anything, in order to be good at anything, you got to start at 1 hour a day. Like, that's all there is to it. You're never going to be able to compete. You're never going to be an expert. You're never going to be mastering anything until you start doing an hour a day. And then real professionals go up from there. And, like, you know, I grew up traveling with the circus, and we would practice for 6-7 hours a day, right? So, like, whatever it is that you do, if you're the tightrope walker, you're on the tightrope for 6 hours every day, right? That's how people do, because you'll die. That's how people do incredible things. So starting at 1 hour a day, and we talked about, like, the regimen. Kenneth Cooper invented the word fitness. I got my certification from Cooper's Institute, and he has studied fitness as much as any doctor alive, and his prescription for exercise is that you need at least 30 minutes of cardiovascular exercise, meaning light running or fast walking at a base. Swimming counts, biking counts. At least 30 minutes a day to stay even, to stay at your current level of fitness. So that's 3.5 hours a week of exercise. If you're practicing 1 hour every day, all you've done is doubled the minimum to stay where you're at, right? So 1 hour a day is not badass training, okay? 6-7 hours a week is like, I'm gonna train myself. That's the beginning of I'm gonna train myself, okay? You wanna be a badass, you go up to 2-3 hours a day in whatever you're doing, martial arts, ballet, dance, you know, whatever it is. That's where expertise, that's where real mastery comes from. And so to speak to that, we did your PT test Friday, and what was that like for you?
It was good.
It's awesome. Okay, so we're going to focus, in her PT test, we're going to focus on her form, increasing the functionality of her movements rather than trying to do a whole bunch of reps or whatever, because she's already got a lot of power in her. And especially when she determines her mind, like as soon as you make that click, you can put up with way, way more than you think you can. It's just mind over matter. And a lot of times I have to teach that to people, but you already have that. And so that's awesome. Now we're going to work on form. And when we're working on form, I would rather you get 2 push-ups correctly than to do 15 barely dropping, or scapula, you know, scapula push-ups. People start doing their shoulders. Or the humping push-ups where like your belly button stays on the floor and your shoulders come up. You're like this. People doing it. Like
I really want to keep working on that little muscle.
Yes, the sit-up thing, definitely. And I want to do an experiment to see the difference in your body, because you were able to do a full sit-up, but it was like this low QL, you know.
And my shoulders and neck were really sore from that, because I know I was humping up.
Right. So yeah, we've got a couple of things we're going to do to begin to strengthen these upper abdominals, and you're doing a lot of stuff on the ball that's working your lower abdominals, especially stuff like plank, you know, the side leg raises, front and back leg raises, but not much on the ball is getting this except when you're coming up from drip. And that's one of the reasons that's so hard for you. I couldn't figure out why it was so difficult for you to get up from drip down. Everybody struggles with it a little bit, but you've had this continuing struggle. You've had this continuing struggle with it, and it's because you got to use those muscles at the beginning of it. Mm-hmm. Your plank, and as you first start going, it's those muscles to curl that head, shoulder. Then it's the core as the core drops down. So we'll work on that. We're going to do some more with the pull-ups as well. And we are going to use the legs some so that you can get more reps to start to get more strength. Those aren't going to count in terms of like your PT or whatever, but that's how we'll begin to get your shoulders stronger. And then you're going to start to get some reps on the ball without the bar. So you'll be using me as a balancing basis. That gets into what we call partner work. It's wickedly fun and wickedly challenging because you can't use me the way that you use the bar. Mm-hmm. Okay? So for example, those side swings where you're like, and you're going, you're not going to be able to do that for me. You're going to pull me with you. So you're going to have to keep your core over the center and pivot. Otherwise, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I will be able to hold you, but not for long because that stuff gets tired. Like partnering work, we always think about the person on the ball doing all the work, but the person holding is getting a hella shoulder workout. You know, it's like, so we're going to do some of that today as well. Before we jump in, I would like to know if you felt any difference in the state in the state of your psyche in this 1 week of training, because you came with a specific issue. You know, this. What would you say? Obviously, you're flubber. You're always talking about the flubber. Flubber is a major
That's
concern.
That's my main concern.
But this, would you call it depression? Would you call, like, what would you call the main way that you interact with the bipolar?
I wanted to just like get over the hump. I wanted to get doing something.
Got you. Perfect.
I wanted to get over the inertia.
So how long had you had no work? Were you not going to work before you started training?
Like about 2 weeks.
2 weeks. And so has there been any perceivable difference in how you...
No, I lie. Because I took time off before that, so about a month.
Okay. And has there been a noticeable difference in how you feel inside your body, inside your mind, inside your emotions on a daily basis since you've been training, or is it just a physical thing?
It's given me a reason to get up.
That's a valuable thing.
Well, I mean, to get up at a certain time.
Right.
To get up, to have a plan. Mm-hmm. That's been good.
Nice. Nice. Anything else?
It's been like, I feel practical, like I accomplished something when I leave, like, nice. Okay, you know, right. I did something,
right,
which exactly. Is good.
And I don't remember what day it was last week, but you left, I think it was, you were feeling proud of yourself.
Yeah.
Tell me what it felt like to be proud of yourself.
Well, it feels like that's what I wanted to do when I came, is not be like a weakling.
Right.
Until like days when I can like bust it and see that I did something. That's like really good.
Nice, nice. But that specific day wasn't a sweat workout day. That was an expression, authentic movement.
We're not going to talk about that.
Why? Why are we not going to talk?
That's embarrassing.
Why is that embarrassing?
Because it was weird.
Did you watch it?
No, I don't want to watch it.
Okay, we'll talk about that next time. All right. So we're gonna get some music going and get to rocking here, and we're gonna start with these PT techniques, simple calisthenics, just learning how to do things properly, and then we'll get to some partner work on the ball. Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. Instead of trying to do normal push-ups, you're going to learn the elements of what makes a push-up work. And in learning the elements, we're going to make the muscles stronger, and then you're de facto going to be able to do it easier. Boom.
None of our sound things are working today.
Okay. So what I want you to do is we're going to start. Let's do girl push-ups. You're going to be knees here. Body is flat. Hands are right by your chest. From here, you're going to come up as high as you can. I don't care where you come to. If you can only get to here, that's fine. And then we're going to come back down. And you're going to start from the floor. Because one of the things is, especially women, they're always afraid to go too low because they think they're not going to be able to get back up. If we start from here, now we're training the very muscles you need to get up from low. Make sense?
Okay.
All right, and we're going to start with the knees just so I can see where you're at strength-wise because I want you to be able to move off the floor. Although I know you could start to move off the floor, I think it would be tough psychologically for you. So lay down flat, hands are in close to the, always want the hands in close, almost directly under the shoulders. You're going to do from your knees, not from your feet.
That doesn't make sense. What do I do?
You pull your feet up in the air. Leave your butt down. Leave your butt down, body stays straight.
Okay.
And keep your body long and straight like a plank.
Okay.
And push up all together. Get as high as you can. Good. Again. All the way down. Yep. Nice. 2, 3, 4. Body stronger and straighter. You're doing a little bit of a snake. Yeah, a little bit of a snake. Yep. We need that extra weight at the bottom because that's what's going to make those shoulder muscles stronger. 5, 6.
I feel like I'm not from the hands.
Still snaking. 7. So keep your body straight and don't go up all the way. Don't cheat your form to get more. Do as much as you can, keeping that body straight. Yes, yes. No, that's good. Do it again. Do it again. That's what we want. Yeah, it's cheating a little bit. That's all right. You've already done a bunch, so if you can't get all the way up doing it correctly, that's fine. Nice, nice. There you go. That was nice. Yep. Good. Give me one more. Good, and down. Relax. Okay. I know. You got to relax afterwards. Even with high intensity stuff, they got to give you time in between to breathe. Feet going right here. All right. So we're going to start. I want to see your normal sit-up.
The one that I believe to be correct.
Yep. Your whole body comes up like a plank. This is all lower abdominals, a whole lot in your hips. That's the correct one. The full sit-up was one where you came up and your body was...
But that's normal.
I know, but let me see it so we can understand it. Do you even remember how to do it now? There you go. Okay. That was the trick. It was like her butt came up first. we don't want that. Okay. So now we're going to go back to the ones you were just doing. There's basically a crunch, right? And a sit-up is bringing the whole body off the ground. The crunch is literally just curling the spine. That's the main difference between a sit-up and a crunch. And we want the crunch because we want to work these upper abdominal muscles, okay? So it's almost like a neck up, you know? But you are going to try to bring as much of your low back, as much of your middle back off the floor as you can. Ready? And go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. That's good. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Rest, relax. Okay, so that is this top row and a little bit of the second row. And you did way more of those than you were able to do last time, even staying low like that. So we're already increasing that strength there, already increasing that functionality. That's awesome. Now we're back to pull-ups. We want the body directly under the bar. We're going to grab this way. Keep the hands in close. Not doing that. That's weaker. We want the hands right in line with the shoulders. Boom. Want to get your chin over the bar if you can. If not, get it to wherever it's going to go. And I'm using no strength in my legs right now. If you need to, you can push down a little bit to give yourself a little bit of help. One, two, don't forget to breathe. 3, don't give up, go as much as you can. Don't think. 4, that doesn't help. 5, keep going, don't quit, just do as much as you can. Yep, 6, keep it up, keep it up. 7, use your feet if you need to. Yep. Yep. Nice. Nice, and stop. Sweet. So the feet actually don't help that much because if you start using them, it pushes you that way.
Yeah.
It pushes you away. So that's good. Good. Shake it out, stretch it. And then we're going to do another round. We're going to go back to our push-ups. So the whole thing with high-intensity interval training. What is high-intensity interval training? Traditionally, workouts, like when I was working out back in the 80s, I would do 3 sets of push-ups and I would wait several minutes in between because you're tired, you're going to do the exact same movement, so you got to wait longer to recover to then do another set. High-intensity interval training is about, we do 1 set of push-ups, and then while those muscles are recovering, we then hop down and we do our sit-ups, right? And what I did was I took a workout that would take me 2 hours every single time I worked out, and I got it down to about 30 minutes using the principles of high intensity. And I haven't worked out more than 30 minutes in probably 10 years, like 30 minutes, and I bust my ass in that amount of time, right? So that's what we're doing here. No, push-ups. Okay, so everything was great. You're doing your knees again. What I want you to focus on the most is keeping this body straight, not letting that back arch as you come up, even if you're not able to come up and even if you're not able to get more, because we want to work on the shoulders low down here, okay? And go. Nice, nice. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's all right. You caught it. We felt it. 5, 6, 7, 8. Nice. 9. And beautiful. That's good. That's good. Switch around. Breathe for a second. So even in high intensity, you still get 10 to 20 seconds to breathe, catch your breath, whatever. And real quick, I want to tell you especially, but anyone that's watching, there's no secret to training. Well, actually, there is a secret. I'm going to tell it to you. People are always like, how many should I do? How many should I do? Every new exercise. How many should I do? Like there's some proper equation of like numbers of reps. Anyone that tells you how many reps to do is making up a number. It's just completely arbitrary, okay? And 10 tends to be the most common number. Don't ever ask how many you should do of anything. Any exercise you do as many as you can. And you're always going to be growing every single time you train. Make sense?
Everything you can do plus 2.
Everything you can do plus 2. I love it. That's even better. All right, ready? Neck ups. Okay, crunches. Yep, nice, nice. I can see the middle of your back coming off the floor. That's awesome. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Focus on the sensations and letting them move through the body. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50.
I feel like there are veins hanging out of my neck.
Probably are. That's why we call them neck ups.
Okay, that wasn't a blessing. I'm sure it gets me first.
All right, breathe, breathe, breathe. Nice work, nice work. So I can already see more of your low back coming off the floor. That's exactly what we want. That's perfect. Okay, so this time, get your feet in here as close as you can, so that if you do need your feet, if your feet are out here, you're really pushing yourself backwards.
Right.
You get your feet in like as close as you can to your butt. Now you can help straight up a little bit if you need to. Finding the shoulders a little closer even. Start out not using your feet and use them just to help you get some more reps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. I can feel her straining, so I know she's not cheating too much. Still getting that work. And then using those legs so that you can keep it working. You don't have to quit. A little extra juice. No belts. Nice. Nice. Use that breath. Nice, nice, nice. Check it out.
You didn't even count.
It's because it doesn't matter, because of using your legs. You're never going to be able to know how much you were using your legs here or there, you know?
That's true.
So it wasn't important. Okay. All right. So now I'm going to do a quick functional training session for you. So this set that we're going to do push-ups, but we're going to do them on the wall, right? We're going to do vertical push-ups. And the purpose of this is not for the muscles. We're not doing this to build strength. What we're doing this for is to feel the alignment in your body and feel the energy that you're moving through your body, okay? So, like, if you're floating in space, you can't do anything, right? You can't push anything, you can't move because you have no grounding. You know, like, so if I'm pushing you, right, that push came from the ground. That comes from the earth. And when you're doing work, you're moving energy through your body, just like that, right? And when you learn with Tai Chi, you learn to feel that energy coming in and moving through the body. When you learn to feel that and align your body for that energy to go through, you get much more endurance very quickly. It's not the kind of thing that people think in Western thought. They believe the only way to increase strength is building muscle fiber, which takes a long time. You got to break it down, let it rebuild, break it down again, let it be rebuild. After all of that, the strength you gain is not that great, right? So like a sort of built guy and a hugely built guy, there's not a huge discrepancy between how much weight those guys can lift. But when you learn the functions that I'm going to teach you right now, how to feel the alignment in your body, right? Because if I'm doing push-ups here, this is strong, right? If I'm doing push-ups here, this is going to be weaker. I'm not going to be able to get as many push-ups. Do you understand why?
Because you're just
the distance.
Center of balance.
Right. It's like this is the shortest distance between any 2 points. That's where I'm going to get the most power. Once again, if I'm doing push-ups here, that's going to be way harder. I'm going to get less. Or if I'm doing push-ups down here, that's going to be way less. Now, I do change my hand positions all the time so that I'm training different parts of the shoulder, different parts of the chest, but I'm using those same principles of alignment and how the energy moves through me. When you let the energy move through, it doesn't get stuck and pooled in one place, and that pooling of the tension is what creates that searing burn that makes us have to quit, okay? So hop up, I'm gonna...
Now these are done before in PT.
Oh, nice. Well, we'll see if they taught you the correct way. Because this is
rotator cuff tear and separate elbow tear.
This is Marshall. Oh, PT. Yeah, that's going to be better. I was thinking personal training, but you mean physical therapy.
Yes.
It's two different kinds of PTs. Okay. So what we're doing. So vertical push-ups, and we want to focus on hands being directly under the shoulders, just like we would on the floor. Feet are going to be back a little bit to give us a little bit more weight. And what you're going to do, right, so they were a little too high, I can feel it, right, is this. And this is not hard from a muscle standpoint, but we're not doing it for tension. We're doing it to feel the subtleties of the line. This is called a vector. The line of force is called a vector. And what we got to do is we got to find the most direct line of force. This is not a direct line of force. This, that is. I can feel that line go through my whole body. Okay, so you're going to do those, and I want you to do it slow and controlled, and I want you to move your hands as much as you need to find the positioning that makes that the most easy. Can you feel it? Good. Now keep going. Do it slow and controlled. Don't do it with a burst. Yep, I want you to feel that energy as it comes all the way through. Most people try to use that burst, and you're just cheating yourself because the muscles at the top of the movement aren't getting used. We want to smooth, yes, nice. Smooth, continuous. And now as you're pushing away, feel, keep going, don't stop. Feel that line of energy that's coming through you as you push back. And when I do push-ups, I don't think about my arm as being this bent joint that's like trying to raise my whole body. I feel this vector. I feel the straight line going into my hands, and I just use it like a piston or a hydraulic. I literally visualize a hydraulic. Breathe, keep making it easier and easier on yourself, and this will eventually start burning the same way raising your arm with no weight in it will eventually start burning because your arm itself has weight. But this is going to allow her to feel the correct form. She feels what it's like to have the body straight, you know, so that we're not arching that back. She's not using her scapulas. So you're starting to feel it now, right? Keep going, yeah, I can see it, like, it's good. So even this, something this light is still going to build strength. When your muscles start quivering, they're building strength. They're growing, they're learning. It's going to be a different type of pain from going with a high resistance, from a high weight. It's a different type of pain, isn't it? Isn't it? Good, good, really relax, good, nice. All right, now back on your booty. So what we're going to do, all right, back on the booty, and what we're going to do is, so this is how you were doing your sit-up at first, and you were using a lot of hips and everything. What I want you to do is I want you to come up to here. And I want you to roll down as slowly as you can. And you're coming back up. I don't care how you get up. And you're going to roll down. As slowly as you can. It's hard for me because I got no weight on my feet.
Okay.
Arms crossed, start up. Start up. And flexing the back, not going down like a board, but flexing the back so you're coming down one vertebra at a time, as slowly as you can, curl down. Plop, right? You feel the plop? So that plop is what we want to train. We want to avoid that. Come back up. Good, and slow down. And I want you to flex more if you can. Good, good, good. Nice, 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 nice. Breathe. Slow training your muscles is badass. Up. And actually, anyway, you train your muscles. Anything you're doing that's specifically working them in a specific way is going to help them. It's going to be badass. And go. Yep, yep, yep. Nice. Breathe. And back up. That's right. And curling down slow, slow, slow. Nice. Nice. Breathe for it. Oh my goodness, we don't want to break intestines. Okay, breathe for a second, and then we're going to do some neck ups. I'm going to see if those feel different now. Do crunches, sorry. Yes. Nice. Nice. down to the beginning of your low back. That's beautiful. Very nice. Always think about where the energy is moving through the body, where the vector is going, and let that energy move. Don't hold it still. Don't resist the tension. Let it move through the body. Nice. Breathe. All right. Partner work. Breathe, stretch, shake it out. Facing that way. Balance.
My legs are too far.
Say what?
My legs are too far. Too flat.
So I'm letting you feel your balance right now, engaging your core in a soft way, because we've been working with it so tough, and that toughness is not going to help balance. Don't put your foot down like that. Fight for it. Fight. Don't put your foot down. Thank you. Thank you. See? You gotta fight. You gotta fight for it to find out how. Yep, yep. You can tell when she's losing it because she'll wave her hand. We can tell.
It's a good journey.
Good. Now hip rock side to side. Best you can. Don't put your feet down. Nice. Nice. Oh, it's booty control. Booty control. That's a different part of the body.
That's what it's for.
Okay, so now I'm going to give you a little bit more stability. Now I want you to engage. There you go. Boom, boom. So now you're able to actually feel the muscles that it takes to do it. And I want you to still be able to rock like that once I'm not holding you. And the key is right here as you're doing it. Keep rocking. So right here as you're doing it, can you feel that you're using my fingers? Your hip rock is coming from my fingers. Can you feel that pressure? That's what I was talking about in terms of like your energy is always coming from somewhere and going to somewhere. And that's why you couldn't do hip rock before I was touching you, because you're used to holding onto the bar, and your hip rock comes from the bar. What you're going to learn right now is to let your hip rock come from your core. Let it come from your center.
Because I don't feel it coming from my center.
Right,
I feel
right,
it
okay.
coming from out here.
From where?
Out here.
Well, obviously, though, you're going to need to use those muscles. Obviously, you're going to need to use those muscles, but visualizing it as coming from out here is what's making you not be able to do it without me. As soon as I touched you, now that muscle can go where it wants to because it has that point to push against. Mm-hmm. But it actually has to come from here because without touching anything, I have nothing, right? Right? That's coming from here. And it's like I can feel.
Because all I feel is my hip flexors.
I feel my hip flexors after I do it for a while, but I feel right here. doing that. And it's like my shoulders have to go a little bit that way. Right, so we want that. And I don't mean you have to be doing it like that right now. That's where we're going. It's fine, however long it takes you to get there, but that's where we're going. So starting hip rock using me, and I want you to put as little pressure on my fingers as you can so that you're learning. Good, good. So you're learning to move that into your center. Yeah. So you're putting a lot of your weight into me right now. You're not, feel that? You're not balancing. So balance, balance.
I'm going to do balance today. Shit.
Oh, no, you're doing it. That's better. Yeah. Rock side to side. Yeah, and starting small, that's perfect. Don't try to get too big out of the gate. Less pressure on me, more balance. There you go.
I'm getting too far forward.
Good. And now hip rock front to back, same thing. Start small. Take your balance back. Don't put your feet down. Stop cheating. Every time you put your feet down, you're cheating lessening balance. You're cheating making your sphere bigger. Take your balance back. You can.
I'm telling you, that sucks.
Well, even people with experienced balance, once they get used to being supported, it's very hard for them to take their balance back. And I liken that to an analogy about relationship. Like when we're in relationships for a long time, that person is like an anchor, that person is like a point of balance, and then when you break up, it's like you don't really know where your center is, where your balance is. It's the same way. You get used to me supporting you, it's going to be hard to good, cheater. It's going to be hard to support yourself. So now stop thinking about hip rocking and just focus on balance. I want you to get your own balance back.
Stop pushing me.
Well, stop leaning on me. Lean on me. This is not time for that. That's what happens when I don't. That's what happens when I don't push you. Stop leaning, and I'll stop pushing. There we go. Yeah. Let's bring it back to this because you're used to. Good, good. Nice. Okay, so one hand here, and you're going to rock your hips under, like you're going down the plank, but don't go all the way down, just partial. Hips come under. Keep going. Yep, and up. So as your hips come forward, your chest has to go backwards to keep yourself balanced. Hips come under. And up. Under. Yep, good. Just like that, I want you to slowly go further and further down. Eventually, I want you coming down the plank. Good. Nice, nice, nice. Nice. Now see if you can get all the way down the plank. And up.
I was realizing you're funny.
It was such a cute little debutante. And I didn't feel any attempt. There was no attempt. It was like, yeah, whatever. Okay. That was good though. Again, I'm not going to make you hold it too long because we've done a lot of work on your core already. I just want you to go down, hit it, and then come back up. But we're actually working on is this coming back out. It's those core muscles at the top. You can scoot your ball forward a little bit more. I'm bumping into the bar back here. Some more. Alright, here we go. Say what? Nope.
Oh, balls.
That's right. There you go, nice.
It's the same place I broke my test.
That's not. Is it hurting? Did you seriously pull something?
No, I think I'll be okay.
That's awesome, man. If you can laugh and still do a rep, that's wicked.
You know, it's all good.
Okay, so you gotta remember your weight, right? So when you try to come up, you gotta let your weight come back towards me. Otherwise, you're really fighting against yourself. Yep, good. Yes. Nice. Nice. So this is a lot of lower abdominals, but as soon as you start to try to come up, that's upper abdominals. One. Whoa, and drip down. And tripping up. You didn't do your arch and curl. Okay. You didn't pull something, did you?
I think it's just the level.
Alright, so now same thing, but you're doing side kick. I'm going to hold one of my hands, your other hand is going to go down to the floor. Okay, so if this hand is here, that hand's going to reach down to the floor, and your low body's going to go that way.
My home is gonna what? Oh, balls.
And back up. You gotta pull. There you go. So you gotta pull. It's gonna be like an oblique curl. It's gonna be a side curl. And you gotta pull your hips in the same way you pull your hips back and drip down to get back up. Don't be afraid. Ain't scared. Don't be afraid. Oh. Why is that so scary for you?
Falling, mostly?
It's the exact same movement as side swing, but you got your hand going to the floor, like for balance, and I'm holding you here. So where are you going to fall?
Everywhere?
No. Ready?
No.
Okay. Nice. So get that kick, foot to the knee. Are you trying to come up? Or there you go. Boom, and up.
Yeah.
Say what? That's all right. Don't gotta like it, you just gotta deal with it.
This one is missing my tear description.
Your terror of falling 2 feet?
Yes! Apparently.
All right, here we go. We'll get the smaller ball. Hold on. All right, here we go. Get your little baby ball for you. Come on. Actually, let me see how that. This one's a little too full there. Let's say. Try this. Is that less frightening?
Maybe.
Okay, let's find out.
I think it's fear that the ball is going to shoot out. I think is the fear.
Nice. Boom, beautiful. Yep, sweet. Good job, good job. Well, that's what happens when you go too far. That's what happens. Just keep that balance over the center. Yes. Nice, nice, nice. Sweet. 3 more. Yep, so bring your butt back towards me and keep it in a straight line. Too far up the side. Stay over the ball. And nice. 1 more. Good, relax. And we're going to go to the other side. Okay, so the ball held, right?
Yeah.
Not nearly scared, and I can feel that you actually have better control over what's happening. Yeah, other side. Nice, nice, nice. One. Two. Whatever. Yeah, get that side kick. What's happening? You pinching something in your hip?
I think so.
Okay, well, if it's
It feels like I'm not rolling onto it. It feels like I'm like pushing it out. Like
well, that was a pretty good one right there. The kick. I don't know how that feels with the hip.
Better. It's like I'm not getting off my butt cheek. It's like a taste.
Okay, well, if it's actively hurting it, I don't want to keep doing a movement that's actively hurting it.
Yeah, it hurts.
Okay. So, I don't know how we did that, but that's okay. Back on the bar, and we'll have you do them on this side with the bar, see if that hurts. I don't know how you would have hurt your butt with anything we've done today.
It's weird, it's like right there.
See if you feel it doing side kick on the bar. And actually, before you go that way, do a side kick this way, and I want to see if it feels different. You can core over the center of the ball.
Better.
Mm-hmm. Now that shoulder drops down and relax it. Too far. Up. Good fix, good fix. Relax that shoulder, drop it. Drop it too far. Drop it. There you go. There you go. That's what you want. And down. And down. Nice. Lots of strength and control in that. That was awesome. Now try the side. See if you feel it in your hip. Back up. Does it hurt?
I can feel the same spot, but it doesn't hurt.
Okay. Let's get as many as you can just to balance that work. We can get some love today. Very nice, very nice.
Yeah, that actually feels like it's getting better.
Very, very centered, very balanced, nice.
It feels like that's rolling out whatever was pinched. So that's actually making it feel better.
Awesome. You're probably just in a position that you're not used to being in when you do that and going too far forward. Just pull something. So it did something good for your side kick. That's the best side kick you've done since you've been here. And it might have been doing it with me. Because once you do it with a person, it's way easier to do it with a bar. Because the bar don't move.
Why doesn't jiggle?
Yep.
You're still harder.
Okay. So now we're going to, no, back on there. We're going to do the move you learned Friday against split switch, because I want you to keep it in your body. Keep it in your body. You're just not used to having fun, that's all.
It's not fun.
It's so fun.
It's scary. I don't like it.
Okay. Switch the hands. Other side of the bar. Other side of the hand. No, other hand. Take on the other side. And yeah. Fix your ball. And you're gonna reverse on this side, same thing. Good job. Keep that balance in the center of the ball. Twist the center splits. Don't go that way. Don't go that way. Over the center of the ball. Now switch the hands. That hand needs to, no. That hand needs to come down further. To where the other one is. Over your waist. Yeah. And you need to be further apart from that. You're not going to be able to get up with that. Yeah. You can keep hating it.
It's inexplicable how much I hate it.
And it'll be harder and harder. Yeah. Switch the hands. Up comes down. Yeah. And you grab it. There you go. And up. Okay. That's good for now. You got a lot of work in your shoulders today. And if your brain is going to do that, it's not going to help your body any. All right. And good work. That was a lot of work there. So what we did was we strengthened the core tremendously, especially your crunches. You get a lot more strength in the upper abdominals. You got a lot better in your push-ups, much better form. I'm going to have you do the wall thing again tomorrow, and then go back to regular push-ups, applying that feeling of energy moving through your body, really feeling that vector to your push-ups, and that's going to change the experience of that. And we'll just keep going deeper into the pull-ups. We'll probably do the same thing, the reverse, where we did the sit-ups, going down. We'll let you use your feet to get yourself up to here, and you're going to lower yourself as slowly as you can. That's a great way of increasing strength, because even though you're not pulling this way, using your strength to slow is strengthening that exact same muscle. You're just doing it, so there's a name for it, I can't remember, but it's like a reverse contraction, you know? You're using tension on the reverse. That's going to make those same muscles stronger.
Right.
And what we did today, by having you start with your body on the floor, we started training all those muscles you need to be low. Now you're not going to have that fear when you're coming down, but your body knows it can get off the floor. And a huge part of it is your body knowing that it can accomplish something. That thing automatically gets a lot easier. And then your introduction to partner work, which is much more challenging. It's much more challenging than just the bar. But that's one of the reasons we do it. All training, like, you just make things harder for yourself. Then when you come back to whatever it was you were dealing with, it's a lot easier. So that's one of the things, is you're always trying to up that challenge, whether it's physical, whether it's mental, whatever. You just want to up the challenge, make it more difficult for yourself. Then when you come back to normal, it's going to be a lot easier. Any questions?
No, today was good.
Awesome. Good work. Booyah! I'm not going to screw it up this time. Same bat time, same bat channel. Booyah. All right. See you guys later. Bye.